J'ai deux amours, mon pays et Paris.
I want to welcome you to my video, Packing for Paris. I'm getting ready to go to Paris this Sunday, and you know, as anybody who is getting ready to go to Paris, I'm very excited. The video will be about how I've constructed the things that I'm going to pack, or my wardrobe for this time of year, for the things that I will be doing, as well as how to, I guess you'd say, kind of capture the Parisian style, because you know, Paris is a place where they still do dress, and depending on where you're going, if you're going to a very nice restaurant or a particular function, you know, you do have to dress up more so probably than maybe any other city in the world. So my particular trip this time is going to be focused on a couple of very special things dealing with photography. First of all, I'll be going to a very prestigious gala event before the Paris Photography Show that is sponsored by JP Morgan. I have gotten a personal invitation to go to the event. That was really the genesis of this particular trip. So I'm very excited about it, and I know that people will be dressed very nice. So that's kind of one of the themes. I will be doing or going to a lot of really nice restaurants, Michelin star restaurants, etc. So I'll have to have things to wear that I can walk on the street, and then in the evening not go back to my hotel and still be able to transition into a very beautiful and upscale restaurant. So I've got that challenge with the wardrobe. Then I do have also the weather challenge. Right now in Paris, it's at the end of fall, and it's kind of transitioning into winter. It gets a lot colder at night. It could be rainy during the day. Might even snow by the end of my trip. So the temperature will range anywhere from, you know, low 30s to possibly 60, 65. So that makes it more challenging to really dress properly, because you'll have to layer. But then when you want to be a little bit more upscale in layering, that gives you a challenge also, because it's easy to layer if you're very casual. But if you want to be a little bit on the dressy casual, it gets to be more of a challenge to kind of transition from daytime activities to something very nice at night. So the weather, what I'll be doing, I'm going to do a photo shoot at the very famous Studio Hawk Hall, which is probably still one of the most famous photography studios in the world. So I have a special outfit for that. And I'll be meeting with a curator from the photography show, etc. So I have a lot of very interesting things that I'll be doing. So that's why you'll see this wardrobe that I'm going to talk to you about that has a little bit more than I normally bring on a particular week trip, but I want to be able to have some variety depending on the weather. So before I get into it, I want to share with you this fabulous book. The last time I went to Paris, I had an appointment with a stylist. Her name was Anne Cosette, and she did a complete makeover of me. And she told me do's and don'ts for somebody my age, etc. And she was a delightful woman. One of the things she gave me was this beautiful guide. It's called Parisian Chic, a style guide by Inez de la Frisonge, and I know I've mispronounced that. But she is a legendary model and a very chic Parisian woman, and she's written this guide. So I thought that, I read it, you know, after Anne had given me the book, but it's got a lot of really good tips about how Parisians dress, what their attitude is all about. It even goes into some of the real cool things to do in Paris, and definitely where to shop. So I highly recommend this guide if you are into really trying to find out what the Parisians think is chic. And chic today, not chic, in the 1940s or the 1960s, because, dressing well is definitely, the styles have evolved, etc. So she is very au courant. But one of the things she talks about is the Magnificent Seven, which the Magnificent Seven are 7 different pieces of clothing that are the basis of a good wardrobe, whether it's for work, whether it's for travel, whether it's for just a woman that has, a very active social life. So I'm going to go into those basic 7 pieces, and then I'm going to add 3 more and basically call it the Astrid 10 travel essential pieces. But we'll start with the basic 7 pieces that she believes are the foundation of a good wardrobe. First of all, your trench coat. This is a great trench coat. It's a little bit longer than normal. It's not your classic khaki, but it's Michael Kors. I have taken it to Paris and to Europe several times. It's perfect for when it's not too cold, because you can layer underneath it, but it's long enough, it looks very chic, and it's basic black, and I love black. If you watch any of my videos, black is always my foundation color. Okay, the next one is actually, she says the little black dress, but I'm going to show you something that I'm going to substitute for the little black dress. But this is my basic dress that I'll be wearing, and I'll actually wear this dress on the plane with this belt and some boots. I'm going to pair it with, oh, I love this scarf, this gorgeous antique Hermes scarf that I bought the last time I was in Paris. I was so lucky. I got to go to a vintage show, and one of the booths had all these vintage Hermes scarves. So this scarf really is one of the thematic accessory pieces that I'll be able to put with a lot of my mix and match. But, excuse me, this is what I'll wear on the plane, but this is my basic dress. But what she says is just a basic dress, typically a little black dress. But, Parisians do love gray, and they love all shades of gray. So I thought I would veer a little bit from that, because I'm not going to wear the little black dress to any of the fancier things that I'm going to be doing. So that's my substitution for that. Then we have the blazer or the little jacket. And this, I love this jacket because it's wool. I don't want to lose anything. It's wool. It's got a little bit of a trim on it that makes it a little fancier, some lace, etc. But you can actually wear this with jeans. You can wear it, you can dress it up or dress it down. It has some good weight to it, a nice collar, so you can wear turtlenecks. So this is what my basic jacket will be. So that's number 3 for her Magnificent 7. Then the next is a shell. And I like bodysuits. Some people don't like them, but I like them because your pants and everything, if you wear pants over them, they just fit so nicely rather than having to stick your blouse or your turtleneck in. It just it makes for a smoother look. So this is, basically the shell that I'm bringing, or I'm just showing you the Magnificent 7 pieces. Then instead of jeans, I'm going to bring these faux leather pants, because I'm actually going to wear these when I do my photo shoot at Studio Hall. And these will be really good for the weight of the weather, etc. I can dress these up or dress them down. So instead of real jeans or regular jeans, I'm going to have these faux leather looking jeans. So I think that that's a good substitution. Then the sixth thing is the navy sweater. Parisians love navy. So this is a sweater I've had for a while. I think it's going to be great for layering. So that's number 6. And then the last one is you got to have some kind of jacket. And they love leather jackets. So, and it's not the blazer. This is really more of these leather jackets. I mean, this is still very, very stylish in Paris now. So I've had this one for a while. I love this jacket. It really looks good with everything. I mean, I can almost wear this if I'm really dressed up. It still looks good. So those are the basic 7. Now I have added 3 more pieces. Is basically, instead of just a shell, some blouses. I mean, you know, if I'm going to layer some or certain things, I don't want to strictly use just a basic shell. I want to have a little bit more movement, I guess you'd say, with my pants. So this is item number 8. Then also, where did I put that? The skirts. Isn't this a beautiful skirt? I'm going to wear this to this fabulous restaurant. It is going to be a very beautiful affair that I've been invited to. So, but skirt is another basic that I'm adding, as well as pants instead of just the jeans, because I'm going to have to have different types of things, you know, skirts, pants, not just jeans. So I'm veering off a little bit from the 7. So I think that I've given you my 10 essentials. Okay, now let me talk a little bit more about actually what I'm going to be wearing. I showed you the dress on the plane. Then this dress is really kind of what I'm substituting for, I guess you would say, the more fancy black dress. But this is really not fancy. I'm going to wear this actually walking and shopping and going into museums, but I'll still be able to go into very nice restaurants with this. So it's not really that fancy. It looks fancier than it is, and I'll be able to put some different pashminas, which I'll show you that, and I'll either stick my leather jacket over this, or I'll wear that blazer that I showed you with the little lace and the little piping that was a little fancier. So that's it, and this is long, so I'll be warm, and if I need another layer, I'll put the white turtleneck under it, and the black boots. I think it'll look real cute. Okay, then next I have a couple of jackets, which I really do like. This particular jacket, I'm going to pair it with this skirt and my black boots. So I think this is going to be very, very nice for my really fancy night. Then another thing is I'm going to go to the opera one night, but I will be on the street all day long, going to museums, doing various things. So I thought I'd wear this with a black turtleneck underneath it and black pants. Now that brings me to a color scheme, and this is the kind of the color scheme that I've developed for this wardrobe. And if y'all watch any of my other videos, I always kind of like to have either a jacket or something that creates the whole, I guess, the theme for that particular trip's wardrobe. This Longchamp bag tote, which is going to be my tote that I take on the airplane, I love this. It's navy with black patent leather. And the Parisians love to put navy and black together. So when I saw this, I actually bought this jacket for the trip. When I saw this dark navy with kind of black in it lace. I thought that this would be very nice with the turtleneck, and then also my black pants. So I can actually wear this on the street. It might look a little bit dressy, but not really. In Paris, it's so funny because people mix a lot of different things. They could mix very fine things with things that they get that are, you know, inexpensive. And that's really kind of what this particular outfit is all about. So that's one. Then I have another one that, you know, lace this year is very stylish. And so is this funny color, this mustard. They have all different kinds of yellows that are current this season. So I'm going to put this together with, what is that, black blazer? With that black blazer, oops. And I'm going to show you the different pashminas in a minute. But very basic, but still with some thought to it. I mean, this is not just, you know, there's some thought behind this dressing. It's not just totally, well, I'll have a cream colored skirt and a turtleneck and whatever. So that's what I'm trying to show you, because that's how the Parisians think when they put whatever they're going to wear. They want to look right and have a certain correctness, but they also want to have something about it that is sharing something special, or something that they're thinking about, or something that they really like. So I love this skirt, and lace, like I said, is very much in, especially with this shadow in it, this color. So I thought, oh, that's cute. That's one, I'll do that one day. Okay, then just two more sweaters that I can pair with my black pants. Just I bought this in Ireland. I've never worn it yet, but I think this will be great with underneath a black turtleneck. And this is just a basic, nice sweater that I can use for layering if it gets too cold. So those are two others. Let's see if I have one, two. Oh yeah. This jacket, of course. I mean, the red is getting a little bit outside of the blue-black basic that I'm bringing with the white. But I have to always bring red to Paris. You know, there's something about it. And I happen to find a real nice muffler and a hat that has some red in it. And I have a couple of pashminas and scarves. So when I want to be a lot more casual, my red jacket. And two more outfits. This particular outfit, I'm going to the Avenue Montaigne, because it's such a fancy place. But this is a great suit. It's kind of a faux suede, and it has a longer jacket that I can layer underneath it, and the pants, they go above your ankle. And then I'll be able to go somewhere really nice to eat, etc. So it's something that's very comfortable, that looks nice and is stylish, that I can use in different settings. And then the last is what I'm going to wear to the photo show. And I love this. This is a vintage, well, it's not actually vintage. It is new, but it was created from a vintage type of fabric that was popular in the 1940s with this jacket, with this top, with the little bows on the sleeve and some black boots. I think this is just perfect because the Paris photo show itself is not real fancy. The gala is a little bit different, but the show itself is not. But they're going to be the top photographers there all over the world, you know, top galleries, antique book dealers. I mean, this really is a very, very special event that's held every year. So I want to make sure that that I feel comfortable in how I'm going to be dressed. Then I told you about my photo shoot sitting. I'm going to do one with this cashmere sweater with the little mink on the sleeve, with the black faux leather pants, as well as one other look will just be very simple. This simple white silk blouse with those pants and these beautiful, these are such funny sleeves because it looks like you want to pull them up, or that the sleeve should be this way, but the gap in the sleeve is actually on the front of your hand. So it's really pretty, I think, very simple. So, okay, so those are the basic pieces. That's for 1 week, going to museums, doing some serious shopping, going to the Paris photo show, eating at some of the finest restaurants. The hotel that I'm staying, Hotel Raphael, is very beautiful. It's in the 16th arrondissement, which is really one of the poshest neighborhoods in Paris. So, this is not just jeans and jacket type of real casual trip. This is a little bit more, I want to think about what I'm bringing. It's not the most wonderful things that I have, but I think it's very appropriate for the weather, for what I'm doing, as well as being in Paris. Now, let's talk about shoes, because I'm a shoe person, because I have bad feet. And so finding good shoes that I can walk in, that I think look nice, I'm always looking for nice shoes that feel good, that can stand a lot of walking, because I walk a lot. Okay, we'll start with your basic ballerina flat. Now, if you read anything about French fashion, the ballet flat basically started in Paris. So these, I've had these for a while, haven't really worn them that much, but they're aerosol, and I love aerosol. Now, aerosol has some things that I don't think are very stylish, but then they have some other things that I think are wonderful. And I have gotten compliments on some of my aerosol shoes in some of the most, I guess you'd say, the most posh places that I've been to. People will say, I love their shoes, where'd you get them? And I'm almost like, well, I usually say I can't remember, but I love aerosol shoes, and I think these are particularly cute because they have the lace, and it has a little bit of a patent leather see-through. So that's shoes number 1. Then number 2, these are wonderful. These are, what are these? Oh, let me get my glasses out. These are Easy Spirit. These are great. I'll probably have tights if I wear these, because these are kind of my rain shoes. But these Easy Spirits, very simple, a loafer look, goes with pants, goes with jeans, can even go with one of the skirts. Now, the next 2 pair, oh, I love these. These are also aerosol. Aren't they cute? These are faux suede that I had Scotch guarded, that I think will look so good with my navy and black theme. And they are so comfortable. One of the things about aerosol is, especially the heels, they kind of shift your weight back and not forcing it to the ball of your foot, which that's what really gets to you. Because your whole body weight is off, and so it hits you in your hips, your back, etc. And you really can't walk in them. And then these, I think these are so pretty too. These are aerosol, and they have a little bit of a kind of shiny detail. But that is a comfort shoe. This is not strictly just a fashion shoe. So I think it's very nice, and I always like to show some of the aerosol shoes that I think they've really hit it out of the park. Okay, then my boots. I love boots, especially taller boots. Now these are Clarks. Here again, these are like walking shoe company. Oh, these are so comfortable. I brought them the last time I went to Paris, so I'll be wearing them too. These are perfect. And then the last pair is aerosol. Now I think these are so pretty. These dark kind of maroon velvet shoes. I mean, I want to wear these now. I just love these shoes. But these are aerosol, and I mean, they are so comfortable. I can walk down the Champs-Elysees in these if I have to. It's not like, oh gosh, I'm just going to walk from point A to point B. I can actually walk in these shoes. So these are the shoes. Cute, huh? Okay, then next, the pashminas. Oops. Fashionable is some kind of leopard print. So I don't know where I bought this scarf, but I'm one of these people, I love to shop. So I have so many different things from all of my travels for the last 40 years. But this one has black and the navy with a little bit of white and kind of a tan. So I can put this with a lot, and I think it'll look really nice. The next one, depending on my mood and what I'm going to wear, because I know I'm bringing a little bit too much. But with the weather changing so much, I might have to go lighter or more layers or whatever. So I'm trying to bring accessories that pull everything together. This particular scarf I love so much because the artist that designed the design on it is a gentleman by the name of Hunt Slonim, and he's very famous for his bunnies. That's one of the paintings, or he does all these different bunny paintings. But this, I just think this scarf is it's just very artistic. I mean, it goes from all the different, it's kind of a purple blue all the way to a black blue with white in the bunnies. I think it's very sophisticated, but also kind of fun. Of course, I have to have a black pashmina if it's just really cold to put over. Then a couple of more, and I could probably get away with just 3 of these, but like I said, I'm going to Paris. I always have wardrobe malfunctions when I do these videos, so just humor me. But I'm going to Paris, and I want to have whatever I feel like I'm in the mood for. This is an older scarf that I have. It's a wool hermes. It will tie everything together, depending on, what I've decided to wear. Then the last time I went to Paris, it got really cold at the end, so I bought this on Rue de Rivoli. This to me is so Paris too. I love this scarf, or this, it's just, it feels wonderful. So that'll be another one that will tie everything together if it gets a lot colder. And then this, I just bought this, and I needed a little hat that I could wear, if it got a lot colder and it was rainy, because it's been raining off and on, and I thought, well, I don't know if I want to go, if I have to dress everything down, I want to be much more, I just want it to be functional but still cute. Well, this has the red in it. It has really, in the navy and the black, it has all the colors that I put. So I bought this. This is soft surrounding. This is another store. I seem to always find something that's soft surrounding. I went in there for some cream and came out with a hat. Okay, and then the last hat, which I love hats like this because I don't know, it just has an attitude about it. So I thought I would bring this one too. I don't even know if I'll wear it. I'll wear it on the plane for sure. But it just, I don't know, I thought I needed some kind of hat, because I always like to bring hats, especially for sun. Sun is really not going to be a problem. But, when I travel sometimes, especially when I'm solo, I always, it's kind of like I go into a whole new character, or something that, I'm in another place, and it's Astrid in Paris, I guess, this year. So it's like these little things that I bring, whether it's the hat or, this certain whatever, it's kind of all part of the memory of it. So this is the hat for the trip. A few other little things, purses. I'm bringing too many purses, but you know, I'm not one of these people that am so free with how I dress that I mix like silver and gold and different types of jewelry. I know all these fashionistas have said, oh, you don't have to stay all gold or all silver or whatever. So, of course, I had to have a black purse that had silver on it. Then I had to have another little black purse that had gold on it. So those are easy. Those are, you know, one's a shoulder bag, one's a, you know, crossbody bag. Then one more, and my daughter, when I showed her this, she said, oh, I don't like that. But this is a little purse that I got, actually, I think I bought this in Beijing, I don't know, but it's navy and black with a little bow on it. I had decided if I'm going to bring this one, because this is my tote. So, that's basically my wardrobe for this particular trip. I know this is kind of a little bit, I don't want to say helter-skelter, but you know, not as organized as I typically am, but that's okay. You know, sometimes the videos are easier to do and it's easier for me to illustrate what I'm trying to share. But it really, like I said, there's 10 essential pieces that, you know, it's really common sense, but you should always bring on most every trip where you go. Now, if it's the dead of summer and you're going to the beach, well, you might not need a trench coat. And the fabrics will change, but you will want to have plain shells. You probably will want to have a blouse or two. You'll have a dress or two. You'll have some pants, and you'll, probably also have a skirt. You might not have a skirt. And then your jacket, it might be something very, very lightweight, or some other something that you can put over your shoulder in the evening if for some reason the temperature did go down. So those basics are you know, they're just smart dressing. So I have a very good packing list that if you go to my website, Astrid Solo Travel Advisor, you can download this packing list. And it has everything on it that you need to bring for a trip. So if you're thinking about, should I take this or not take this or whatever, or have I forgotten something, download my list and just start checking it off. And if you use that, I guarantee you won't forget anything, because I have put everything that you could possibly want to bring on it. You have to decide whether you think it's necessary or not. So that's the video for today. I am excited that I'm going to Paris. I hope you benefited from what I've shared today. Like I said, I do have a website, Astrid Solo Travel Advisor. The URL is astridtravel.com. Go to it. I have great information about affordable luxury ideas that are really totally geared toward the solo traveler. I also have videos, probably 10 now packing videos that I think all are informative, because they deal with different places that I've been and how I've approached dressing for different cultures, etc. So I think that they're all, you know, they're worthwhile watching, as well as I have a new podcast called Solo Travel Talk. And you can download it from the website, or, you know, YouTube or Spotify, or there are all kinds of podcast channels now, or broadcasters. I don't understand that. I have a great producer, and she puts it out on the airwaves. But I do have this podcast, so if you don't have the time to read or whatever, you can just listen to a lot of my do's and don'ts and my suggestions and safety tips. I mean, I've been traveling solo for over 40 years, so I've been doing this a long time. I love travel, and I love sharing all of my experiences and my knowledge with people who tune in. So that's the video for today. Follow me on social media, Astrid Travel. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I'll be leaving for Paris on Sunday. And thanks for watching.